Hello guys, welcome back to my channel where crypto is made simple, and happy new year to everyone, and I hope you'll have a successful 2023. In today's video, what I'm going to do is look at the general market, the big picture. We're going to concentrate on the total cryptocurrency market cap. As you can see, we're on coinmarketcap.com, and we're going to look at the total market cap on the bigger time frame, which is the yearly candles, and I've never showed you guys charts on the yearly time frame. Let's jump in. Now, instead of me scrolling a lot over here showing you too much data, what I did is I summarized total market cap, both the total market cap, also the total market cap excluding Bitcoin over here. I've charted them in a way to make it easier and simpler. Let's jump in. Alright, here's the total market cap on the yearly time frame. So each candle represents a full year, 12 months of price action. As you guys know, we recently closed a yearly candle on the chart, and it's a good time to reflect on the past year's bear market and take a look back and see where the crypto market are in the big picture. So taking a big step back, looking at the yearly chart through the lens of the yearly total market cap, you can clearly see that we have given back all the gains made in 2021. This past year we've wiped a lot of gains. 2022 wiped a lot of gains in 2021, and you can see in front of you we have our yellow long-term trend line that has been forming since 2014. And the second thing we're going to look at is that price action is holding support at 760 billion, the green line over here, a level which we haven't seen since the beginning of 2021. 760 billion is the most critical level in the total market cap, as it has held as resistance for the past 4 years prior to holding support those two past years, those two candles over here, 1 2. Given its strength, I expect this level 760 billion to hold in 2023, looking for price action to test back 2.1 trillion dollars by the end of 2023, hopefully. And another thing you have to keep your eyes peeled on is that the only other critical level of support on the yearly chart is 115 billion, as you can see over here, the lower green line, where it has held support for 3 years, 1 2 3. I would not expect the total market cap to see this level again, but as you guys know, nothing in crypto is certain, mostly probabilities and possibilities and statistics. And also focusing on the yellow long-term trend line, it is currently being tested as support over here, and hopefully it closes the year of 2023 above this trend line, which will put us at roughly 1.4 trillion for us to stay above this trend line by the end of 2023. And hopefully we'll see how the markets play out in the coming future. I've showed you the total market cap and the levels of supports and resistance. The long-term trend line made it easier for people to understand what's going on and how to always look at the big picture to make things clear. We're going to jump into the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, which is altcoins, in a second. Alright, here you can see written over here the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, just altcoins. So looking at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, you can also see that we have given back approximately 75% of the gains we made in 2021. The 2022 yearly candle dropped back approximately 75% of 2021's yearly candle. If you open your own chart, the total market cap, of course you'll see the 2023 candle that just opened right now, and the major support level we're looking at for the market cap excluding Bitcoin is 310 billion dollars. You can see our green line over here, and we also have our yellow long-term trend line, which initially acted as a resistance in the first 3 years before flipping into support, and we're currently testing it as support right now. And for us to maintain this uptrend on the yellow trend line, the market cap will need to close at or above the next level of resistance, which is 1.2 trillion, 1.3 trillion by the end of 2023 for us to maintain this uptrend. And another thing, looking at the big picture through this chart, you can clearly see that we have only ever had 3 separate bearish candles followed by 2 to 3 green bullish candles. Let's hope and see whether we'll have 1 or 2 or 3 green bullish candles. So given the facts in the chart, there's a high probability that 2023 will be a green bullish candle, but the question remains as how big the green candle is going to be. We'll watch and see how it plays out. And in this chart that I'm presenting right now is Bitcoin's yearly price action. We're on Bitcoin's 12-month price action, so each candle represents one full year. And what you have over here, and which is Bitcoin is doing for the first time in history since Bitcoin was created, is we just closed a yearly red bearish engulfing candle over here. A bearish engulfing candle is a red candle bigger than the previous green candle. In simple term, the body of this red candle is twice as big as the previous green candle, which is a bearish sign. In a simple term, this red candle eats the previous green candle. The previous candle has to be green for it to be considered as a bearish engulfing candle. For more details, you can check it out on Google. Google what's a bearish engulfing candle to understand more. Bitcoin has printed a yearly bearish engulfing candle, and as you guys know, the bigger the time frame, the more weight it gives and the clearer the picture. You can see all over here since Bitcoin's history, Bitcoin has never printed a yearly bearish engulfing candle. All those red candles were smaller than the previous green candles. Does this mean anything? Yes, it probably does. We're going to explain in details in future videos regarding this red bearish engulfing candle and how it might affect the next couple of years. We'll discuss that in future videos. But what I want to boil down to is, as you can see here, we just closed our 2022 yearly candle as support. You can also look to the left to see how strong of a level of support it is. We have a yearly touch point over here, the wick. We have a yearly close in 2018, and we had a yearly close also in 2017. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 yearly touch points in the big picture. We'll dig deep down to smaller time frames, which I've also never shown before, to have a clearer picture. And what you can realize over here, where we have the strongest level of market structure, the strongest level of support, is exactly on the lower white channel. And where does it coincide with? 13.7k, which is a number we've discussed about in previous video. 13.7k. We'll jump into the smaller time frame, which is the 6 month. Also on the 6 month time frame, we had also a red bearish engulfing candle, which is bigger than the previous green candle, and we've been in a downtrend for the past year, which is a typical bear market, a year plus, you never know. You can see we're also trying to hold this level, this white bar over here, as support. And where do we have major levels of support also on the 6 month time frame? Over here, our wick touched the white line, another candle with the wick touched the white line, over here also, and over here. You can see how many touch points we've showed on the yearly, and now we're showing on the 6 month how many touch points we've had so far, and how we're identifying major level of market structure. And what I'm also going to do is go to a lower time frame, which is the 3 months, from the yearly to 6 months, now to the 3 months. We're now on Bitcoin's 3 month candles. Each candle represents 3 months, and I'm also going to look at major market structure, major levels of support on the 3 month time frame. And how I'm going to do that is by looking left. You always have to look left. And now what we want to do is also look at when this downtrend can stop. Where do we have levels that can save us, levels of support and resistance? You can see over here, back in 2022, we had this 3 month candle closed right at support over the wick over here. We tried holding it, bounced back up but failed, came back down and closed below this level. We had a thin candle over here. We closed below the white line, which gave us some early signs. As you guys remember, I always say the wick tells the story, but the candle close tells the fact in the chart. So we wicked down below. Where did we wick down to? Right on support over here. You can see we closed right on previous resistance, became momentarily a support. We had another 3 month candles which we were trying to break above. We rallied but ended up closing below the white line, as a resistance. And now currently on the last 3 monthly candles we had, which was the last 3 months of 2022, we were trying to hold this level as support, but we failed. We closed below the white line, the 17.5k level, which is a little bit of a warning sign, but we'll see how it plays out in the near future. And we'll also watch whether this candle is going to act as a resistance, the white line, or not. And also on the 3 month time frame, if you want to look at, like I said, at major levels of support and resistance, over here we look to the left. If we close as resistance over here, we have a higher probability, it's not a certainty, we have a higher probability that we could have one last flush out in the market. It's a possibility, I'm not saying it has to happen. Whether it's in this current market cycle or the next one, you never know. We'll discuss about in later videos. But you can see over here also on the 3 month time frame, the little concern we're having here is we close below the white line, which is now going to be a slight resistance, and which might increase the probability for us to also fall down back in prices and test 13.7k. You can see over here we have also a wick over here that touched the white line, 2 candle closes right on 13.7k. so basically you've been hearing 13.7k 13.7k in the previous videos and also in this video, and how strong of a level it is. We'll see whether there's a chance touching it this current market cycle or the next one. And funny enough, Bitcoin likes the number 7 a lot, and the reason I'm saying that is if you watch this level over here, it's also what, 10.7k, which also coincides with a lot of support and resistance. Support, resistance, 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 so on and so forth. You can see how many touch points you have. I'm just bringing this up right now for probably in the next couple of years we might still use this chart and remind you guys of it's too early, it's for the long term, the next couple of years. Meanwhile, on the monthly candle, you can see we also closed below 17.5k, and we're now acting as resistance. And on the monthly chart, we have no levels of support and resistance. All this range over here, 13.7k, is also a huge market structure. Support over here, resistance over here, resistance, 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 resistance. You can see how many touch points. I've showed this monthly chart before in my previous video. Meanwhile, in the near future, as you guys know from my previous video, we're all watching the weekly time frame on our pressure pot to stay level-headed. If you like what I'm sharing with you guys, don't forget like, share my videos with any crypto lover that you know, and also subscribe so you can get notified whenever I post a video. See you on the next one. Cheers.